With the religious ones, we have been trying to educate them and sensitize them with regards to that we are different in our communities. Regardless of what you think or what your religion has been telling you, we are different and we're always going to be different. So it's either you accept me or you acknowledge that I am part of the community, and that's it. But do not do anything harmful towards me.
Think is working in eThekwini, in Umgungundlovu district within KZN, and we are working mainly, we are a research organization mainly, but then we're also trying to help with the programs of initiated people on ARVs to help them actually to provide them with adherence support, and also to also look at mechanism of how do we reach children when it's come to the research and TB or on children that are infected, and also looking now, we just started at intimate partner violence program where we are looking at, which is in line with gender-based violence, because the research is telling us that most of the time people who are infected by HIV, 50% of women are actually infected through intimate partner violence. So it's something that we were interested in and looking at solutions, and also not just now, but we're also looking at how do we end AIDS by 2030, and looking at the contribution of the UN AIDS 90 strategy, and looking at how do we get every resources that we can get, be it Global Fund, be it PEPFAR, to try and see how can we be able to find aid for that.
Collect the data, and what we see is the trend that when we give people adherence support, they want to take and maintain themselves on treatment. So therefore, when you maintain and treat yourself, therefore you are very suppressed. First of all, we have to understand what is data. Data is basically information collected from anywhere that you want to collect it from. For us, we collect it from clinics that we support, that we give adherence supports to. So we collect the data, and what we see is the trend that when we give people adherence support, they want to take and maintain themselves on treatment. So therefore, when you maintain and treat yourself, therefore you are very suppressed. Therefore, chances are you will not transmit any HIV, because of course your viral load is suppressed.
This whole event was brought together by the eThekwini Civil Society Forum, of which Sia is the chair, and he asked if there was any organization that felt they had the capacity to assist with bringing this event together. So I work for the AIDS Healthcare Foundation. We're the largest HIV/AIDS treatment organization in the world. We're in 42 countries, and I'm sure you'll be familiar with our clinic in Mlazi in Tembalabantu. We were one of the first organizations to distribute antiretrovirals free of charge over 17 years ago, while we were still living in the terrible times of AIDS denialism and Thabo Mbeki and beetroot and garlic and manto and all of the nonsense. So we've walked a long journey in this community, and while you may not always know the name AIDS Healthcare Foundation, I think you'll be familiar with our Keep the Promise pakkies that drive around and the knockout HIV, and you will see that we're busy. We do testing, we do treatment, and as you can see right now, we do advocacy. And one of the issues that's very dear to the heart of the AIDS Healthcare Foundation, and also the entire sector, is finding ways to address and combat gender-based violence.
The biggest problem with such platforms where we get to discuss issues at such high level is that we might run a risk of leaving some things not discussed at a ground level, at a lower level. Last week, a friend of mine called me to shower indoda. I don't care. Noma bewindoda yakhe noma bemshela, I don't know what's the real story, but okusalayo, this guy imdlongulile ku freeway on the back freeway coming back from Mhlanga, parked the car and raped this young girl, and wamshaya, both eyes evalekile, wamluma kwevajana njengamanje stishiwe, and wamluma namanxeba u3. It's a pity we don't have a projector. I was going to show you the sketches, not the actual pictures. The sketches where mase siyayibuza ukuthi ngempela angifuni ukuthi sithi indoda, ngifuna sibuze ukuthi umuntu yini lo okwazi ukuthi alume umuntu amanxeba u3 emathangeni, LS4 amlume uqobolwayo. Kumanje tishiwe zakhuluma nawo. Now here's the story. Now the problem is here. No, ngicela simyokusathanda manje singadlali ngane yabantu. I feel like yeah, I don't think it's the devil. So asingeke ngoba besithi usathane usithi uthi into ekude le yabo ungathi akuthina le nto ayenziwa wena usathane nonakala mase nithi usathane ufuna ukukhipha le nto wena ukuthi akuwena uyibeke lapha eceleni mase usathane. Don't shift the blame wena awenze le nto akho sathane la. Now here's the point I'm getting at. I took this girl, she called me and I took her to a police station at Durban North. When we got to Durban North, the police actually, when she called me, the police came on scene. And the police, they said their van was already full. They cannot arrest this guy. So they took the girl, because they said they cannot sit with a perpetrator in front of the van. The perpetrator must sit at the back, but the back is full. So they said to this guy, he's a VDE guy, they said to him, follow us. Follow us with your car and let's go to the police station. Then they took the young girl into their vehicle because they wanted her to get medical attention. Then I was called because they wanted to fill in the J88 and all of those things. When I got to the police station, the guy did not even come to the police station. She was phoning the girl and saying, baby, I'm sorry. But I had to run away. I cannot come where you are. Number one, here's something which is wrong with the Durban North police station. Not talking about one day police station here. Not talking about Poland. Talking about Durban North. Most elite areas. Durban North police station left the perpetrator on scene, took the young girl to the police station, failed to call the ambulance for this young girl. When I got to the police station, the ambulance was not called for this girl to be taken into a specialized unit to be checked. I took this girl to King Dingizulu Hospital. I was supposed to take her to Eddington because in King Dingizulu Hospital there is no Tutuzela Care Center. The Tutuzela Care Center is work at Eddington Hospital. I took her there, we filled in the J88 form with the doctor and all of that. Till today, this took place exactly 2 weeks ago. Till today, this guy is not arrested. The constable, I was asking the constable this morning, and I'm saying, constable, I'm going to a gender-based dialogue today, and I want to mention this case to a larger group so that we can begin to talk. Has there been any arrest on this case? And she says to me, no, there's not been an arrest on this case, but I'm suspecting, in her own words, I am suspecting that this guy came to the Durban Central and paid someone for this case. And this man already has 9 cases that are pending. He has 9 cases and he's going to continue. It's not the woman who's failing in this instance. The woman did the report. You are hearing the colleagues. But who is failing now? It's the system. So I need us, therefore, to begin to challenge the system. On the previous District 8 Council meeting, there were 843 or 47 cases of sexual violence in eThekwini that were reported. And out of those 800 cases, we were told that 72% of them, they were below ages of 18. And we report this as numbers. Statisticians in eThekwini, we got 800 assault cases, but we are not talking about the age and how do we close the term around these numbers. There are no programs. There's a lady who was in the meeting who even addressed us and says, even in the midst of the mayor, and said, what are we doing about these 800 in eThekwini? These numbers have faces. That's what I'm saying.
I think all we want is the justice for women. And I know what we are being raped on a daily basis, and we last DAC meeting. We're on a high rate of termination of pregnancy. And indo yayithi ekhanda lami, how many women abadlwengulwe bangareporta bangaya kofuna usizo bakhulelwa and they opt to terminate that unplanned pregnancy eqhamuka kwi-rape. Angithi I think emasihlele mamethingene kufanele sibuke beyond leyo nto esuke reporter because instead yokuthi even ama-healthcare providers are providing i-service kuthina especially SRHR services. They are busy policing our bodies. Bazokutshela ukuthi why you didn't use a condom, why you didn't take the contraceptives. And for me, that's another form of violence towards women. Ezinye izinto lezo ekufanele singayibukeli phansi in our own spaces. Sikhulume ngazo and singabuki ezijoke eklinikhi. I know ukuthi masiseyibhedlela nasemaklinikhi isikhathi esiningi makuphoxwa omunye uclient siyahleka nathi. Angithi siyahleka. Angithi why sihleka? Noma kuhleka akuve yini kuyi-secondary victimization yalo client. I think mina kufanele ke sihlale phansi ke senze i-self-introspection thina as activists, thina as community members, sibuke ukuthi how are we contributing kuyo yonke le violence. Uyabona? Because for me ukumhleka nokwenza konke uvese usephoxekile, uvese ama-rights akhe aviolatiwe. Usebona ukuthi ayisekho ngempela i-safe space la. Mhlawumbe ubebuke wena ukuthi uzoza kuwena akhulume nawe akasakwazi because usuhlekile. Uyabona? If I may ask, why we don't have female condom? Okay, we do have female condom. Okay, can you please guys show me your female condoms? Just get in your bags, show me the female condom. There's a condom can outside. Can you go outside and grab a female condom for me? Please run, anyone. Near the toilets, there are condom cans, and this side, there are condom cans. Can you please go out and grab a female condom for me? And what are we saying? Which clinic? Jesus, are we still twisting the female condom? Okay, that's an old story that our partners, they don't want to use condoms. We need to ask ourselves, where are these female condoms? Yes, Labandu might have millions of female condoms. But if I don't have access as a woman in my area, if there's no access to female condom, if I'm not informed about the female-owned prevention tool, that's a problem for me. How am I going to protect myself? You can't even see one board talking about the female condom. Show me now in eThekwini or in KZN. You can't even see, the pamphlets or the posters that empower us as women on how to use the female condom. For me, that's another form of gender-based violence. The statistics, they say that they get infected. 2,500 of them, they get infected on a weekly basis. But there are no female-owned prevention methods. And if you look, Kubantu, older women who are living with HIV, who have been living with HIV for a long time, they were also infected when they were adolescent girls and young women. I was infected when I was 20 years old. So it's not a new thing, it's a trend. What is it that we are doing in South Africa to protect women? Asibahlukumeza abafazi ngoba provide the female-owned prevention methods. There are no female condoms. Look at the guy. He's sweating now. He couldn't get even one female condom. I see violence, I see abuse, but why are we so silent? Why are we talking about rape only? Why are we so silent when it comes to institutionalized violence and other stuff? How? So
Everyone must share
Okay, sipping those claims away. Embedding one of the issues of Hollywood doesn't be contributed when it comes to gender-based violence. But for me, mhlambe ngaba senza iphutha elikhulu kakhulu uma njalo esikhuluma nge-gender-based violence mhlasimbe sincisa ikakhulukazi kubantu besifazane as much as kuyibona abantu besifazane abahlukumezeka kakhulu, but nabantu besilisa kanjalo namacala othola ukuthi umuntu ngenxa etheni ukuthi nangobulili thizeni nakhona lokho kuyacontributor emphakathini. But mhlasimbe there are development mhlasimbe engababonga abokombrayisi yabo kombrayilunga ilungi in terms of ukuthi njengethi right now we are having the vibrant district AIDS council, but the issue is that abekho abantu abahlala kwi-district, abantu bahlala emphakathini malokhaya. So enye into ishaya futhi back thina ethini ukuthi senza njani ukuthi simobilize abantu from the grassroots level. Simobilize abantu hayi just for ukuba mobilize phela nanokubafundisa. Nanokubafundisa ngoba uthola ukuthi umuntu okhule ehlukunyezwa unamathuba amaningi naye ekutheni ukuthi agcine abe ngumhlukumezi. Umntwana wesilisa okhule ekhayeni ehlukumezeka bona abazali bakhe abomalume abahlobo bakhe ibehlukunyezwa, uthatha lokho naye njengesibonelo. Mhlambe uma siya ehlaleni siya ezakhiweni ezilila sithi ngama-one AIDS council sizokufaka lokho ngoba iphutha esilenza kakhulu njengama-organization uma siya emphakathini sivama ukukhuluma nge-HIV and AIDS, but asikhulumi ngama-causes etheni ukuthi imaphi lo ma-cause enza ukuthi abantu babe more vulnerable to pandemic and endemic. Thina siyajamba ezinye zezizathu uma sikhuluma nge-introspection. Let's be honest, we are being driven by the funders, by not our morality. Asibenzi ubulungiswa ngoba sifuna ama-numbers, and the numbers are counter back. If we make i-gender-based violence ngiyakhumbula by 1998 kufonyeresha ukuthi mhlambe ngenza umatric by ngaleso sikhathi. I-gender-based violence was one of the paramount issue ngaleso sikhathi. Was the leader owayeleader wow ukuthi siyayiyeka ngaleso sikhathi. One of the reasons kuba ukuthi i-supporting structure if sikhuluma nge-gender-based violence, umuntu obeyi-victim yakho uphinda azothola i-second victimization ukuthi abuze ukuthi udlwengulwe kanjani. Akayitholi leyo psychological help. Thina ekugcineni thina sijaha ini thina ama-end result etheni ukuthi udlwengule usibanibani 1 wadlula nosibanibani 2. Kusiza abantu lokho, kusiza ama-funders, akusizi thina. Sesibuya bheke thina siya-complain. As an activist, what have we done wrong? What have we done best? Let's learn from the best.
Iyashisa indaba la etafuleni. Asivume singobaba ukuthi siyisizwe esi-angry. Ngoba ngeke udle ngomntwana uphinde ubulale ungekho angry.
kuyadinga ukuthi kube khona into eyenzakalayo mhlambe umphakathi wethu mhlambe sisizwe siyobaba siyakhala ukuthi asizweni ziningi izinto ezenzekalayo ngoba si-angry sithukuthele khona le nto kuthele ngaphakathi ngeke sisibulale njengoba ngisho ukuthi ngeke sibulale singathuthelanga into engibonayo ukuthi mhlambe iya-eda kakhulu i-alcohol and drug abuse i-alcohol and drug abuse iya-eda kakhulu ukuthi ngeke uzuyenze into embi ungekho under influence uma mhlambe wasemonithwe angazi ukuthi ngibonishwa kanjani mhlambe alcohol and drug abuse ngoba izinto eziningi futhi senzeka abantu bephuzile bedakiwe uzokutshela ukuthi musumbuza ukuthi kuyenzile into enje ethi hayi bengidakiwe uyabo uma mhlambe kumonithwe lezo zinto enjalo mhlambe obaba baningi bengasizakala.
Ayazi ngifuna ukuphika ukuthi abantu into bazenziwa ukudakwa. Ngifuna ukuphika ukuthi abantu bazenziwa ukudakwa. Abantu abadlula abantu besifazane baba nokuthi mina ngakhula ngihlukunyezwa o mina ngakhula ubaba absent. Ngakhuliswa single parent umama. But lo mama bekade emkhulisile bemnika uthando. Emgona emncelisa enza sure ukuthi une shelter unokudla umuntu wesifazane mebona mina ubona esinye isilwane ayona imfundiso yokuthi nje ngathi ngoba lapho mina ngangihlukumeziwe bese ngiphinda ngithi ngizohlukumeza umuntu ngifuna ukuphikisana ngempela nalokho nje ukuthi kulezi zinto ezenziwayo ngasekutheni bakhona izinto ezenziwa eziqondana nabantu besifazane kuphela ukuthi wena umuntu wesifazane kumele uyiphathe kanje ungayenzi indoda ibe attracted kuwena ungayenzi indoda ukuthi ihalele indoda ingayenzi kodwa ayikho la kuthiwa khona isibaya samadoda lesi ayafundisa ukuthi abantu besifazane kumele baziphathe kanje baphathe kanje abantu besifazane so ngiyaphika ukuthi umlwane lo babenziwa abantu bethu bakwenza ngoba nabona behlukumezekile.
Lungi okhangathini engizokhuluma ngakho ile gender based violence. I'm affected by that. Maybe today is the day we need to speak out. My daughter was killed by a boyfriend. I introduced her a year ago ukuthi uzomshaya. Uma ngabe umbulala with a protection order ebhekini yakhe. What I'm trying to bring to the githi sonke ukuthi I don't know what kwenzakalani in a human's mind. Ngabe ithina as parents maybe esiba nenkinga esingakhulumi nabantwana bethu noma ibona abantwana abangakwazi ukukhuluma nathi uma ngabe bekuma abusive relationship and into enzisa ubuhlungu up to now ukuthi wayesekhala ngoDecember with the protection order ebhekini yakhe. I didn't know. She never said anything to me. On the 4th of January the next year she was dead. Yeah. Then also the clause in the protection order, iti law the perpetrator akamasondeli 2 meters uyena. What does it mean? 2 meters manisuka la ufika so ukusho lo muntu angaba khona la endlini kodwa uthi protection order. Number 1. Number 2, uma ngabe ishuishwa nge-protection order kuya-explainwa yini ukuthi yini elindelekile. Ngifuna siyibuke le nto ukuthi u-gender-based violence is not a one-size-fits-all. Lo wami umntwana, she died a hero because what? Enough is enough. I can die ukuthi ngiqhubeke ngithandane nawe ungi-abuse.
Okay, I did not go for too long.
Ngifuna ukuthi siswam, she's still a hero and we believe her. There are few things umuntu ayizizwayo la endlini, ne? Okokuqala kunalento le esihlale sisho ye-culture, ukuthi i-culture yethu as abantu abamnyama isenza siba njani. Mina ngihlale ngithi i-upbringing yes to one yama-contributing factors asenza ukuthi njengabantu besifazane ehlale kuthiwa sithobe, akithi. And I always say ukuthi leli gama lokuthoba kufanele li-unpackwe. If we are teaching our girls even now to respect men, what is it that we are saying? We are si bangaki esifile safa ethobeni ngoba kuthiwa sithobe. I think ilezo zinto ekufanele sibuke, and engifuna ukuyisho mina ukuthi there's nothing wrong ukunqaba namhlanje kusasa uvume la kusasa unqabe. Just be yourself. Yazi ukuthi ufunani. And kufanele wazi ukuthi ngaleso sikhathi into abangifuna lokho ngaleso sikhathi. Mangathandi angithandi. But ngenza kanjani ukuthi message yami ifike izwakale kulo muntu efika kuyena. Because of izinto sigcina siblame abantu besifazane. Sibablame ngokuthi and siyakwenza sithi bemlandela i-protection order izolo bebeshaya esimemeza namhlanje bagonene. Yabona matters of heart ngihlale ngisho ngithi if we want to deal with ama issues violence on women fanele siqale understand thina uqobo lethu ezethu inhliziyo ukuthi yakho ishaya ngokufana yini ukusuka ekseni semini ntambama, then uzoba realistic kwiclient ephambi kwakho okanye a community member okanye umfazi ozobe phambi kwakho ngaleso sikhathi. And enye into engibonayo siyazisusa thina kuyo yonke lento. Ngiyaye ngithi mina sibaningi as activists, as feminists esihleli kwi-abuse. Ngenxa yokuthi sithi akuthina ilabayana. Yingakho ngithe eqaleni akesenze i-self-introspection. Makufanele sidile nama-issues e-violence on women and children, asiyeke ukuthi it's a gender-based violence. Mina I always say in my own space ukuthi kukhona i-violence ebhekise kumfazi nakumntwana. Angikwazi ukukhuluma ngayo. I'm not saying ukuthi abanye aba-violate, but angikwazi ukukhuluma ngento ezomphinca endleleni. Yingakho kubalulekile ukuthi let's collaborate nawo wonke umuntu so that sizothi sikhulume ngento esiyenzayo. And when it comes to the issue ye-prevention tools,